All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And it's one of those videos I'm not even sure how to make, or if I should make, or I feel I should keep you guys updated just in case, because that's the hardest part right now, is I'm just not sure one way or the other 100% of anything. I just hope, I guess, everything is good. That's what my hope is. So just staying positive at the moment, and definitely don't want to manifest something bad, or anything like that. So I'm not going to put anything bad out there, but I just kind of want to just let you know what's going on and why. I've been a little bit probably distant. I'm going through some stuff, and so yeah, I basically have a black kind of vertical lesion kind of looking thing, which is either a lesion or it's a bruise, or I'm not 100% sure yet, but it's been there for over at least 7 months. It's 6 or 7 months, something like that, at least. And it came from, originally, I thought, from me banging my toe, because I've banged my toe, my big toe we're talking about. I've banged it like 2-3 times, and so for most of this time I've just been thinking, oh, it's just, when I finally noticed it, which I didn't notice it until January, and so January I seen this vertical, and I don't know if I should put a picture of my toe up on the video here. I'm not sure if that goes against YouTube something, or if it would just be gross and it's not a good idea to do. I'm not sure. But basically, so imagine my toenail, or your toenail, or just imagine a toenail, and right down the middle there's this like vertical line, and it's pretty wide, I guess. I don't know how many millimeters or inches or centimeters I would say exactly that it is, but it's definitely quite wide. And so I just thought it was a bruise, and I went to see a skin clinic, place where they check for melanoma and all that kind of stuff, and the doctor there told me that day that at that time, which was in January, in his opinion, using a magnifying glass, and they put some cream on it, and some gel stuff, and then a magnifying little thing, and then it projects also the image onto their iPad so they can zoom into it more. And at that time, him and his colleague, a doctor that works there with him, said, oh, it doesn't quite look cancerous right now. That's what they said. And so I told them what happened, that I had previously had injured my toe. Well, I stumped my toe like 2 or 3 times, or at least I think I did. I feel like it's something that happened, and one time when it happened, I feel like I, at the time, remember thinking, oh, there goes another toenail, because once I've lost a toenail, I've injured my toe and my whole toenail came off. So I was like, that time when it happened, I thought that I had hit my toe so hard that, oh great, I'm going to lose a toenail. So anyways, in my mind I thought, yeah, it's probably just a bruise or something like that. But anyways, it's March now, and so April, and the doctor told me, the first doctor I went to, he said, come back and see us in 3 months, and we'll have another look at it. And I don't know, to me that felt like a very long time, because the information and research that I've done on vertical, kind of those type of looking marks, bruises, lesions, whatever they're actually called, but just a vertical line that's if this is your toe is this wide and you've got a line like that, like a racing stripe going down the middle, it's kind of not something you usually ever seen. Like, I've never in my entire life had anything like that I had ever seen on my toes or anything. So anyways, I did some research, and I'm not gonna, it's the research just says, what you expect. It can be, bad. I don't want to really even want to say the words, but I'm sure you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. And or it could be benign, which we like that word. That's better, right? It means everything could be good. So I want to stay positive, and so that's why I didn't really know how to title this video or even to talk about it, because I don't know anything definitive yet, but yet I have things going on. Like, I'm supposed to have surgery on Thursday to have them take apart, because what happened, I guess, okay, hold on, I'm moving too forward. So anyways, the other doctor said come back in 3 months. 3 months would have been for another checkup. If I just only listened to that doctor, would have been May the 18th. That would have been my next appointment. To me, that just felt like it was just felt too far away, too long, because I'm looking at it, and all this time I had been looking, thinking, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's getting better. It doesn't look like it's growing out. Like, if it was a bruise, that's what they say, it would grow out, and like over time it would just grow out. Your nail would grow out and it'd be gone, kind of situation, or something like that. But that's not what has been happening. And so anyways, I thought I'd better get a second opinion, so I went to another doctor. And this guy, I don't know, man, like, he just instantly was like, well, the only way you can know for certain, because he goes, there's some aggressive types of the word I don't want to say. By the way, for you guys who's new to the channel and don't know, like, my mom died from, which we're attempting to stay positive, and we're attempting to not think anything bad, because we don't know anything definitive one way or the other right now. We don't know, so we're just staying positive. I don't want to put negative things out there. I don't even want to say it. It's like on a video. There's no way I'd want to have this on a video being said. It's like, I don't want to put that energy even out there. But like I said, I feel like it's one of those videos where it's like I should update you guys and just let you know what's going on, just in case, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. It's like one of those things. And so I don't know for certain anything right now. So tomorrow, though, that being said, I'm not waiting until May 18th to see the other first skin doctor place that I went to, that clinic. I'm not waiting. By the way, prior to tomorrow's appointment that I have, just so you know, and the reason I have a surgery scheduled for Thursday is because last week I went to a different doctors. I finally was like, I'm going to go to a different doctor. I'm not waiting any longer, because just looking at it, I'm thinking, man, it doesn't look like it's getting better. It's not, so I went to a different doctor, and he said the only way you can know for sure is if you get a surgery and have it sent off. They're going to cut some of it out and send it off. And that's what I thought would have happened the first time I went to the first doctor, but they just looked at it through their thing, and they said, no, it looks like it's not the bad things. So come back and see us in 3 months. That was kind of the situation. But I don't know, it just felt, from all the research I've done and things I read, it kind of felt like that doesn't feel, and plus it just didn't, the uncertainty of it still made me feel uncomfortable, because like I said, I wasn't seeing any results that made me feel like, oh yeah, it's growing out, it's getting better, it's looking good, like it's still looking how it was looking, kind of situation. So I went last week, and then that doctor said, yep, get a surgery, we'll cut it out, blah blah blah. And he's that's supposed to happen on Thursday, but I was told by a different doctor as well that maybe you don't have to, because that particular surgery that they have to do and cut into the toe and the toenail and all this stuff is apparently it's not nice, it's not pleasant. And so another doctor told me that you can use nail clippings. And I'm looking at and at first the other doctor, so the other doctor who said you have to do the surgery, he said I asked him about nail clippings, and he said no, you can't do it that way. But other doctors say you can, and I think it's just one of those things where like some people, think you can get some sort of result or information from it if there is actually, something on the nail where they can actually get test, or if there isn't. I guess every situation is different, so I don't know. Anyways, so I read up and did my research on the surgery stuff and things, and like, it just sounded, and all this is scary stuff, right? It's very scary. Like, let's be real. And so I ended up deciding that maybe I should, because I did some more research and things like that. And the only reason, so Thursday I should be, I'm booked in for the surgery, but I decided to get kind of, I guess, a third opinion now with another doctor, which I'm going to go see tomorrow. And this doctor, he said that you can use nail clippings, but he's going to let me know for sure if, in my case, if he can use them or not, I guess. And he's going to have another examination and look at my toe, and and let me know if he can use them and send them off and whatever. So if he, depending what he says tomorrow, either he will take my nail clippings and send those off for testing. By the way, I've also had blood tests done, and I haven't heard back about those yet. That was done last week as well. But if he can send the nail clippings off and they come out, if he can do the nail testing, using the fingernails, the toenail, clippings, if he can do that and send that off, then I won't have the surgery on Thursday until I hear back about those results. Because if he looks through his thing and he looks at it and he goes, yeah, it doesn't look like his, the bad thing. And, it doesn't look that way. And yeah, let's just use the nail clippings because we can see, because there is, to me, it looks like there is some of the discoloring of whatever that is on the actual nail. We're at the end of the tip of the toenail, so it looks like there is some that he would be able to cut off and test and see and whatever. So that's what I'm hoping for now. I'm hoping that he can just send that off and then figure out if everything is good from that without having to get the surgery. And then worst case scenario, if I do have to, then if he says, oh, it's non-conclusive or something like that, it's not conclusive or whatever, he's also able to do the surgery, this particular doctor I'm seeing tomorrow. So I can basically just have him do it. The other surgery on Thursday is booked at the second doctor's I went to, basically. So we'll just see how tomorrow goes, I guess, and then we'll go from there. Now, again, I just want to make it clear, I don't know anything one way or the other at the moment. I just have my opinion. Like, my opinion and my hopes is that everything is good. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm, I don't know how this all works anyways, because, I don't feel like anything is wrong or anything. Like, I feel like I'm okay, but I'm not sure. I just don't, And, it's also scary because I know my mom allegedly, apparently, what I was told at the time was she was, the day that she ended up going, she was doing, she was recovering, things was looking good, things was looking positive. She was just seemed to be good, everything was good. And then she was being bathed, or I'm not sure if she was bathing herself or my dad was bathing her, or I'm not exactly sure what happened, but all I know is that she was in the shower or something like that, being bathed or something, or something like that was going on. And then she just dropped to the ground, kind of thing. And that was kind of what happened. So I'm not entirely sure, but the way it sounds like the way it was explained to me was everything was looking good, and she was on the mend. She was going the right direction. Like everything was positive, you know what I mean? And then it just kind of just happened unexpectedly, kind of, because everything seemed to be good, you know. And I don't know how all this stuff, you know, like, and I don't know, just in case, I just thought I should give you guys some sort of update to let you know what I'm going through right now and why maybe, you know, I'm a little bit kind of, you know, just a little bit distant, I guess is the word to use, because I haven't been like pushing the uploads a lot of videos and things I would have normally would have done already, and I just, this has been on my mind, and it's something I've been dealing with in the background. So I think that's just why it's kind of important that you guys know that there is something going on in the background with me, and yeah, you know, like, I think it's important because you guys are, you know, my community, my family. You know, you guys have, some of you been following me for many years. You guys are, you know, have been a huge part of my life. I've been a huge part of your life, you know. You guys watched, you know, tons and tons of my videos and stuff, and, you know, you can't help but feel like you know me, and I can't help but feel like I know you. We've seen each other, you know, in chats and different things, and so I don't know, I just felt like I should make this video just to keep you guys updated, and so you know what's going on and things like that. Because and like I said, I didn't know how to title this video, because I don't know anything definitive one way or the other. Like right now, everything could be perfect, everything be fine, you know, everything be good. It could be just a bruise, and that's the best case scenario. That'd be great, right? If it's just taking a long time to recover, you know, or heal kind of situation, because, you know, I hit it more than once or something, and maybe it's just slow healing because of that, because apparently your toe does take longer to heal and do stuff and things like that. So maybe it's something like that. And you know, I don't know, I haven't been as active as I used to be in recent times, because, you know, ever since COVID, things have just been really weird for me. And I've been attempting to lately, you know, get a bit more back to being like myself, but it's been difficult. It's been a challenge for me to just get back to being how I used to be, get back to my normal flow, my normal self, you know, going out in public and doing different normal things I would have done. It's been a challenge. So anyways, yeah, right now I was like, I should make a video so that you guys, I wanted to just kind of, like, this isn't for sympathy or anything like that. It's just awareness, just so that you guys can kind of know, like, oh, okay, she's going through some stuff in the background, so that explains her uploads might be a bit kind of all over the place, or maybe my energy levels, or my, you know, something, maybe, you know, I don't know how I'm going to be every day. I'm attempting to, like I said, just stay positive and manifest positive things, and right now I don't have any definitive negative thing that I've been, you know, told or anything. So so therefore, you know, just being positive, you know, and thinking the best, and just go about, you know, using, I love this, the warrior's mentality, you know, until, you know, that kind of, I'll make a separate video about until, because it's actually really cool. But the short of it is, you know, until I can't, you know, I guess there's many ways to say it, but, you know, I guess the positive way of saying it is just until I know otherwise, or until, you know, I can't, you know, do what I do, or until whatever, you know, until something else is changed or whatever. I just keep on doing what I do, you know, keep moving forward and keep fighting and just keep being positive. And When I say fighting, I mean just in general. Like, life is a challenge and a battle, and every single day you're fighting. The life, this journey, this crazy thing, and we all have different things that happen along the way. But I just wanted to make this video so, like, also, just besides just awareness and just so you guys know what's going on and my uploads and me in general and my whatever, just like, also just in life, there's so many uncertainties, and life is full of stories of people who just suddenly, they were here one moment and they weren't, kind of thing, and I just kind of want to say to you guys, like, if I suddenly, like, geez, I'd like to just say, even, I was going to say a year, but I would even think like, 6 months even. I don't think I'd ever disappear for, 6 months without one video or something. So, but I would say, like, if you guys ever, like, if I suddenly just disappear and, like, you ain't heard from me in, like, 6 or 12 months or something, especially like 12 months, definitely 12 months, but maybe even 6 months. I mean, maybe even 3 months. I mean, you're talking to someone who used to upload every single day, multiple videos every single day. And I have not been on that grind lately. I've attempted to get back on that grind, but, then just, yeah, I've been dealing with some depression stuff. As you guys know, I've kind of, this past year or two, I've had some of that stuff going on as well, and that kind of did, affect my upload schedule a bit. And, right now, I mean, yeah, this is on my mind. I'm attempting not to be worried about it and think anything negative, and just stay positive and think everything's gonna be okay and I'm okay and all is good and stuff. But of course, it's something that's on my mind, and until I know 100%, it's there, so is, making me feel some kind of way, one way or the other. It is, you can't help but be that kind of thing that happens when you just got uncertain things going on. So anyways, I just wanted to make this video, so, like, because I want you all to know that, if one day all the content from me, you just never see anything else drop from me, you have a good idea of what happened then. Something happened. I'm not saying it's because of this. I'm just saying in general, like, we live in uncertain times, like, just in general. If, definitely 12 months, if you don't hear from me in 12 months, something's happened, you know what I mean? So all I'm saying is if just want to say in this video to all of you guys, like, again, I don't think anything's, like, I'm thinking positive things. I'm not thinking the worst. I'm not thinking anything. I don't know anything, except I'm just holding on to positive hope and, keeping the faith that everything is good and everything. So don't take this as anything except me just uncertain, not sure how to, I share my life and my lot with you guys. You guys saw me when I was living in my car. You guys, went with me in van life. You guys have been there with me in the laughs and the good times and the crazy times. And I mean, I was doing live streams, and you guys were 24-hour live streams, and I'd go to fall asleep and wake up, and you guys are still on the stream. So I mean, we've shared some moments together. So yeah, I just want to keep you guys in the loop and just let you all know that I appreciate all of you. I thank all of you guys for your support. I really do. I thank everyone who's ever viewed even a second of one of my videos, and anyone who's become a member or subscribed or did a like or did a comment or just came by and visited for a second, and whatever the story is for you, I thank you. I appreciate you. I'm appreciative of all of you. You guys have always been special to me and part of my family, and I just want to thank you, and I want you guys to know that. And And yeah, I just, hopefully, everything is good and I can keep on doing what I do for another 50 years, for another freaking 100 years, because I'm hoping technology freaking kicks in. I've heard some stuff that apparently, allegedly, they're, testing and trialing, and that they can turn back the clock, do all these kind of things. There's a lot of stuff being said out there. Don't know how much of it is true or not, but allegedly there's a lot of promising research going on right now. So, because I'll tell you right now, I want to live forever. I know a lot of people, it's one of those type of topics where some people don't want that, and some people think that's something they don't want to have. But me personally, I do. I love life. I love living. I love just being able to exist and experience all the beautiful things that we've been blessed to be able to experience on this planet. And even, I was telling my friend, the other day, I was like, even if there is, our beliefs that we all have beliefs, heaven or spiritual beliefs and different things. We all have our beliefs of what happens next. Even if the most amazing, perfect, heaven and all these things that, is true and beautiful. Like, to me, I was telling my friend, I'd be happy if I could just stay here on this planet and continue living and experiencing this planet right here. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's beautiful, and I would rather kind of like the planet I know, or the place I know, than, even if the other place can be better. But I don't know. Anyways, I'm just saying to you guys, thank you, and thank you for letting me be able to entertain you, and hopefully I can continue to entertain you for tons more, like forever. But this video, just like I said, I wasn't sure how to make it or what to title it and how to do it, and I just thought I'd just do what I always do with you guys, and just just keep it 100 and just tell you how I feel and share my thoughts and my feelings, and this is what came out. So hopefully this video kind of just served its purpose that I was attempting to achieve, and I hope it's just been seen in a positive light. Like I said, I'm not attempting to get any sympathy, or not attempting to make this woe is me or anything. It's just kind of so you guys know, because I know, humbly speaking, I am some of you guys' favorite YouTuber. and some people, maybe I'm just your favorite person, period. So I don't know. Anyways, and then, yeah, some of you probably hate me, so that kind of happens too. So your least favorite YouTuber, I don't know. You could prove that that I'm not your least favorite YouTuber by clicking that subscribe button. I'm just saying, give it a like, comment. I mean, as they say, never let a chance go by, right? So I just thought I'd just throw it out there. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. I love you, and hopefully this is just just one of those videos that is just like just an update, but everything is good, and we just keep on moving forward in a positive way. And yeah, so anyways, I'm going to keep doing what I always tell you guys to do, and I'm going to be better at it, because I have sucked at it since COVID. Like I said, I've just kind of been a shell of my former self, and I'm just going to tell you guys I'm going to make more of an effort to live each moment to the fullest, and to keep it off tap, like I say to all of you guys all the time. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you do too, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Alright, peace out. Love you. I'm out.